Forests cover nearly 1/3 of our planet, but some woodlands are so unusual they seem to belong to another world. Hidden across continents are forests shaped by mystery, ancient history, and remarkable natural forces that defy explanation. Today, we embark on a definitive 10-minute journey through the world's most unique forests, living cathedrals that reveal nature's endless imagination. Our journey begins in Japan, on the western outskirts of Kyoto, at the iconic Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. In 1996, the Japanese Ministry of Environment designated the creaking and rustling of these bamboo stalks as one of the 100 protected sounds of the country. Walking through this living cathedral, one feels the deep cultural significance bamboo has held in Japanese tradition for centuries. The grove is a single interconnected organism. If a stalk is wounded, pathogens can travel through the entire root system, threatening the whole forest. Thousands of miles away, near the town of Gryfino in Poland, stands one of the world's greatest botanical mysteries, the Crooked Forest. Roughly 400 pine trees share a distinctive 90-degree northward bend at their base, a phenomenon that has baffled scientists for decades. One leading theory suggests German foresters manipulated the trees in the 1930s to grow naturally curved timber for boat ribs or sled runners. The project was likely abandoned during the invasion of Poland in 1939, leaving these living fossils frozen in their unusual shapes. In southwest Germany, the Black Forest stretches across a vast, mountainous landscape known for its dense, evergreen canopy. Roman soldiers named it the Silva Marciana, the Black Forest, because the canopy was so thick it blocked all light from reaching the forest floor. This dark and mysterious atmosphere inspired the legendary fairy tales of the Brothers Grimm, which continue to shape European folklore today. Journeying to the island of Socotra, we find the Dragon's Blood Forest, one of the most prehistoric-looking landscapes on Earth. Named for its distinct umbrella shape, these trees are designed to capture moisture from highland mists and funnel it down to their roots. When the bark is cut, it oozes a dark red resin, dragon's blood, which was once highly prized as a dye and a medicinal cure-all. Today, climate change and overgrazing threaten these ancient giants, as few saplings are reaching maturity to replace the older generations. In Madagascar, a 260-metre stretch of road creates one of the world's most dramatic horizons, the Avenue of the Baobabs. These giants are between 800 and 2,800 years old, survivors of a once dense tropical forest that was cleared for agriculture. Often called upside-down trees, a single baobab can store up to 120,000 litres of water in its trunk to survive the harsh dry season. Locals have spared these trees for centuries, considering them sacred landmarks and essential sources of life in a changing landscape. High in the Tilarán Mountains of Costa Rica lies a biodiversity island, the Monteverde Cloud Forest. With 100% humidity and near constant mist, this forest contains an incredible 2.5% of the world's total biodiversity. Protected since 1951 by a group of pacifist Quakers, the forest is a sanctuary for over 500 species of orchids, the highest concentration on Earth. But it is also a site of tragedy. It was the only home of the golden toad, which went extinct in 1989 due to climate-driven disease. Every April, for just 10 days, a forest in Belgium transforms into a blue cathedral. This is Halebos. While the current trees were replanted after World War I, the bluebells themselves are ancient indicators of undisturbed soil. Bluebells spread incredibly slowly, meaning this carpet has likely remained undisturbed for hundreds, if not thousands, of years. In China's Yunnan province, we find a forest made of stone. The limestone cast pillars of Shillin rise up to 50 meters high. 270 million years ago, this was a shallow sea. Tectonic shifts and acidic rain carved the seabed into these jagged stone spires. The Sani people have lived here for 2,000 years, telling legends of the Ashima stone, a girl turned to rock who still stands in the forest today. Along the coast of California, we enter the vertical kingdom of the redwoods, the tallest living beings on our planet. With bark up to 12 inches thick, these giants are naturally resistant to fire, rot and insects, allowing them to live for over 2,000 years. Their canopy is a world of its own, where mats of soil on massive branches support hanging gardens of ferns and even entire ecosystems. In the mountains of Utah lies the heaviest living organism on Earth, Pando, a single clonal colony of quaking aspen. Connected by a singular ancient root system, its 47,000 trunks are genetically identical, a trembling giant that has lived for thousands of years. Today, Pando is in decline, with new shoots struggling to survive. It remains a fragile masterpiece of the last ice age. Dartmoor's Wistman's Wood is a fragment of ancient high-altitude oak wood where gnarled dwarf trees grow horizontally. Local folklore speaks of wished hounds hunting through these eerie branches, a landscape so haunted it was once thought to be a sacred grove for druids. Harsh winds and poor soil have stunted these oaks for centuries, creating a hauntingly beautiful fragment of the primeval wild. On Russia's Curonian Spit, the dancing forest features pine trees contorted into dramatic spirals and loops. While legends say the trees follow the moving sands, science suggests tiny caterpillars once ate the sapling's buds, forcing them into these surreal dances. Regardless of their origin, these trees create a dreamlike grove that continues to fuel the imagination of all who visit. New Zealand's Waipua Forest is home to the Lord of the Forest, Tane Mahuta, a kauri tree estimated to be over 2,000 years old. In Maori mythology, Tane is the son of the sky and earth, credited with separating his parents to create the world of light we see today. Today, strict protections and mandatory cleaning stations ensure these sensitive giants are shielded from the threat of kauri dibak disease. Not all forests grow on land. Kelp forests are some of the most productive ecosystems on Earth, anchored to the rocky seafloor. These giant algae can grow up to 2 feet per day, providing a vertical nursery for sea otters and countless marine species. Dynamic and ever-changing, these underwater kingdoms provide essential shelter and oxygen to the cold, nutrient-rich oceans. Along the road to Hana in Maui, the rainbow eucalyptus groves display bark that looks like it was painted by an artist's brush. As the tree sheds patches of outer bark, the inner layers mature from neon green to deep purples and oranges, creating a living spectrum of colour. Growing up to 6 feet per year, these vibrant trees are a striking reminder of the unexpected beauty found in the world's diverse flora. The sunken forest of Fire Island is a rare maritime hideaway, growing only as high as the sand dunes that protect it from the Atlantic salt spray. Pruned by the ocean wind, the dense canopy creates an eerie, sunken world beneath the dunes, where 300-year-old hollies thrive in the shadows. Ranked as globally rare, this maritime holly forest is a testament to the resilience of life in the face of the relentless ocean spray. In the arid landscapes of Namibia, the quiver tree forest stands as a collection of giant succulents that can live for over 3 centuries. Named for the quivers once crafted from their branches by the San people, these hardy succulents provide essential life in the harsh Kalahari. Today, these unique giants are vulnerable to the rising temperatures of the desert, standing as silent witnesses to a changing climate. Returning to the southern hemisphere, The Goblin Forest in New Zealand appears straight from a fantasy novel. The trees often grow on top of others. When the host tree rots away, the kamahi's roots are left suspended, creating a walking appearance. High rainfall transforms these ancient trees into living sculptures covered in thick carpets of emerald moss and hanging lichens. Finally, we reach Bwindi Impenetrable Forest in Uganda, one of the few African rainforests to have survived the last ice age. For 25,000 years, this forest has acted as a sanctuary or refugium for species that died out across the rest of the continent. It is the only place on Earth where mountain gorillas and chimpanzees are known to coexist in the same shared habitat. Nearly half of the world's remaining mountain gorillas live here, protected by trackers who monitor their health and survival. From living bamboo cathedrals and stone spires to vertical redwood kingdoms and underwater kelp forests, these remarkable landscapes reveal the extraordinary resilience and imagination of the natural world. Each forest offers a glimpse into a world shaped by time and climate, reminding us of our shared responsibility to protect these ancient sanctuaries. For in these unique woodlands, we find not just trees, but the very history of life on Earth itself.